Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com. Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome in, everyone, to the Hutzel Athletic Center for the final regular season volleyball match for your Lady Cougars. St. Francis will host Mount Vernon Nazarene today. Now we'll read from our game day program. It says USF Lady Cougars sink 10th win in Crossroads League action against Mount Vernon Naz. One more before the road is the situation for the University of St. Francis tonight in the final home match of the regular season against Mount Vernon Naz. Cassidy Rammel, Valerie Flick, and Maria Pilak combined to make USF history by sweeping the Crossroads League weekly honors on Monday. Rammel was the Crossroads League Attacker of the Week, Flick the Defender of the Week, and Pilak the Setter of the Week in USF's first sweep of the 3 awards. USF has won 5 consecutive matches at the Hutzel Athletic Center in Crossroads League action, including the last 3 in this season-ending 4-match homestand. Mount Vernon Naz has lost 3 straight matches. The Ohio Cougars have lost 5 straight Crossroads League road matches, including this past Friday at Huntington 3-1. MVNU won the first meeting between the 2 schools 3-1 on October the 5th in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Taking a look at USF in the top 50 rankings in the NAIA. Maria Pilak ranks number 12 in total assists with 1,178. Cassidy Rammel ranks number 26 in total kills with 381. Pilak also ranks number 29 in assists per game at 10.1, while Valerie Flick ranks number 31 in total digs with 556. Flick is the fastest Lady Cougar to reach 1,000 career digs, as she did this past Saturday. She has 556 on the season. As Valerie Flick, just a sophomore, and she's out of Muncie, Indiana, where she went to Cohen High School. Taking a closer look here at Valerie Flick and her career stats. Once again, last year, Flick with 620 digs on the season, 556 this year for a grand total of 1,176. So obviously that didn't happen this past weekend, but nonetheless a great season she is having. And the Lady Cougars look to keep things rolling as they will take on Taylor University in Upland, Indiana this Saturday, November the 4th, in the quarterfinal round of the Crossroads League tournament. If USF should win that match, they will head on to the semifinals, where they would most definitely be on the road. That would be on November the 8th, next Wednesday, with the championships being held November the 11th. Once again, the higher seed will host the match. St. Francis currently is in 5th place in the Crossroads League. Taylor University sitting in 4th place, Grace in 3rd place, Indiana Wesleyan in 2nd, and Marion University in 1st place. Marion's ranked number 26 in the country. They are receiving votes just outside the coaches' top 25. They are 26-4 overall, 16-2 in conference play with a win streak of 3 matches. Wesleyan, however, is ranked number 30 in the country. They are receiving votes, 24-10 overall, 15-3 in Crossroads League action with a 1-match win streak. So, folks, when you really look at the Crossroads League standings, there's Marion and Indiana Wesleyan sitting at the top, and everybody else is kind of right there in the middle with Goshen College and Spring Arbor, your cellar dwellers. Goshen with a 4-13 conference record, Spring Arbor at 4-14. Lady Cougars beat Spring Arbor this past Friday here at the Hut 3-0. Then a day later took on Bethel College and won 3-0 as well. So in the last 3 matches, all 3 are wins for the Lady Cougars. They have outscored their opponents 9-1 in those 3 wins. Folks, we'll send it down to our PA announcer for the starting lineups and national anthem for today's game.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis Huntsville Athletic Center for tonight's Crossroads League match between the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars and your University of St. Francis Lady Cougars. The University of St. Francis, the Crossroads League, and the MVNU would like to welcome you to tonight's contest and ask that you join us in supporting character-driven intercollegiate clubs. Help us create a positive, competitive environment by showing respect for today's student-athletes, officials, and spectators. The University of St. Francis is committed to the NAIA Champions of Character program and asks for your help to create a positive, competitive environment. Please enjoy the game. At this time, we are going to start with prayer. Let us pray. Loving Lord, we thank you for all you have given us, the gift of this day, these athletes, coaches, officials, and fans. Keep us all safe today, free from harm and injury. Help us to love and respect each other and ourselves. And in the words of St. Francis, enlighten the darkness of our minds and hearts. Give us a right faith, a firm hope, and a perfect charity, so that we may always and in all things act according to your holy will. Amen. Before we honor the United States of America, please join the women's volleyball team as we recognize and honor retired Master Sergeant Donald Flick. Served in the United States Marine Corps for 22.5 years. He served 2 terms in Vietnam and was a drill sergeant at Ellis Island during his career in Marines. Thank you, Mr. Flick, for all your service and sacrifice to our great country. At this time, the University of St. Francis would like for you to remove your hats, stand and honor the United States of America during the play of our national anthem. Kate Harmon. Number 3, Allison Neer. Number 6, Emily Gardner. Number 7, Shannon Longshore. Number 8, Ashley Gingrich. Number 9, Alyssa Hare. Number 10, Maria Collins. Number 11, Grace Phillips. Number 12, Audrey McCullough. Number 14, Caitlin Duford. Number 15, Kristen Osler. Number 16, Kelsey Bright. And number 18, Maria Kick. The Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars are coached by Paul Swanson in his 34th season and assisted by Molly Gerber. Now for your University of St. Francis Lady Cougars! Number 1, freshman outside from Albany, Katerina DiBiasio. Number 2, junior outside hitter from Port Recovery, Ohio, Cassidy Reynolds. Number 3, freshman outside from Rensselaer, Indiana, Nellie Barber. Number 4, defensive specialist from Muncie, Indiana, Nikki Marshall. Number 5, a junior right side from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Laura Sneary. Number 6, a freshman middle hitter from Decatur, Indiana, Mackenzie Carter. Number 7, a freshman middle hitter from Port Recovery, Ohio, Kendra Secret. Number 8, a sophomore libero from Muncie, Indiana, Valerie. Number 9, a freshman middle hitter from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Natalie Homo. Number 10, a sophomore right side from Valparaiso, Indiana, Annie Clark. Number 11, a junior defensive specialist from South Bend, Indiana, Sarah Hozinski. Number 12, a freshman center from Etowah, Michigan, Maria Pilak. Number 13, a sophomore middle hitter from Indianapolis, Indiana, Megan Diaz-Eno. Number 14, a freshman middle hitter from Pinkerton, Ohio, Carson Isaac. Number 15, a sophomore outside hitter from Portland, Indiana, Ava Humpler. Number 16, a freshman right side from Cecil, Ohio, Faith Local. Number 17, a sophomore middle hitter from Indianapolis, Indiana, Natalie Harper. And finally, number 18, a freshman outside hitter from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Michaela Nissa. The Lady Cougars are coached by Scott Adams and assisted by Rachel Weaver, Leah Buck, Mark Campbell, Jay Warren, and Seth No Tricks, all audio tricks, Brazzi. Let's play ball.
There we have it, folks. Just moments away from the start of today's match. Once again, the final regular season match of the year for St. Francis. Mount Vernon Naz coming in with an 18-16 overall record, 5-12 in the Crossroads League. St. Francis with 11 wins and 20 losses overall, 9-8 in the Crossroads League. This is a team that's getting better and better, obviously, with each match. A ridiculously tough out-of-conference schedule do the Lady Cougars play. They started off the year in Montana, where they took on the likes of number 14 Montana Tech. Then played in a tournament in Columbia, Missouri, where they faced number 8 Columbia, number 4 Park, and number 12 Missouri Baptist. Opened up here at the Hut, a 1-3 loss against number 20 Indiana Wesleyan at the time. So St. Francis really starting to come into their own as we get ready for the Crossroads League tournament. Once again, that will begin on Saturday, November the 4th at Taylor in Upland, Indiana, to take on the Lady Trojans. Down on the floor, Megan D'Agostino getting the start here as the middle hitter. Back to serve it will be Nikki Marshall, the sophomore from Muncie, Indiana. That was picked up in the back row by number 10, Maria Kolinoff. Pilak serve gets over to Cassidy Rammel with the kill. Lady Cougars get the first point of the match here in set number 1 and lead it 1-0. Marshall pretty much always starts off the serving here for St. Francis, as that's going to fall in for a service ace. Little miscommunication there in the back row as that just fell in. St. Francis up 2-0. Marshall, that one falls right in front. She's going to start off this match here with 2 service aces, and we also have a kill for Cassidy Rammel. Folks, you can follow live stats here for tonight's match at daxstats.com. Just go under webcast and you'll be able to find that. Pilak, short set over to D'Agostino. Bunner's gonna send it over. Nice save there by Flick as Marshall sends it over. Big swing and a kill for number 16, Kelsey Britt. Kelsey Bright. She enters the match with 354 kills, which is second best on the team to Kristen Osborne, who has 399. At the net, D'Agostino pushed it right over to Bright. Flick, Rammel, big swing, second kill of the match for Cassidy Rammel. Lady Cougars now up 4-1. And it'll be Valerie Flick, the libero, with the serve. Mount Vernon Naz have lost 3 straight at Taylor, at home against Grace, and at Huntington. The Grace match, they lost 2-3. Currently down 4-2 here against St. Francis. With the serve, it'll be Casey Bunner, the freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Blackhawk Christian High School. I get to see a lot of the area's volleyball, and last year, Casey was a part of the state championship squad at Blackhawk Christian. They won it there in her senior year. She's also a very good golfer, as her sister plays for the Bethel Lady Pilots in golf. Short set went to Kendra Seifring with the kill. Both squads getting warmed up here as it is chilly in the hut. 40 degrees outside in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're in the northeast corner of the state. That was Bunner from the back row as the bump goes to Bright with the kill. So we're definitely not seeing either team's best volleyball right now. But we do expect the action to pick up, as Lady Cougars have been really, really good as of late. Ann Clark's been a huge part of that as she gets the kill. Clark and Rammel with some really good ball placement early on. Ava Kunkler is going to check in, number 15. Kunkler with 231 kills entering today's match. That is third best on the team. Set goes behind. Big swing for number 2, Mary Kate Harmony. Dump shot picked up by Pilak. Flick and Clark sends it over. Short set picked up by Seifring at the net. Double block, that one gets through. Nice dig by Flick, but they're going to say that one hit the floor, and that's a point. So Mount Vernon now pulls to within 1. And with the serve is the libero, Ashley Gingrich. She's a senior from Plain City, Ohio. Flick. Pilak sets it behind for Clark. Double block at the net, and that will fall inbounds as we are tied at 6. Once again, it is chilly here in the hut, as you see you guys probably can't see them, but the girls on the sideline with their arms folded. Big swing by Seifring, partially blocked. Seifring now with the block. That was number 3, Allison Neer, trying to send it over. Pilak, Flick, over to Kunkler. That's blocked OB. Ava Kunkler with the kill. Early on in this match, 5 kills for St. Francis, 4 for Mount Vernon Naz. Mount Vernon Naz with a 4.44 attack percentage, 200 for St. Francis. Set, double block by D'Agostino and Clark, but the second attempt was good. I believe that's number 14, Caitlin Dufer. Leading all players is Kristen Osborne with 399 kills. Osborne wears number 15. With the serve will be number 10, Maria Kolinoff. Pilak short set. Big swing there by D'Agostino, as that's going to fall in for a kill. Lady Cougars up 8-7.
And Clark back to serve for St. Francis.
Number 10, Ann Clark, 217 kills entering today. She also has 23 service aces. Good dump shot picked up by the Lady Cougars, and that's a kill for Kunkler and St. Francis. Kunkler's had a great sophomore year, obviously being number 3 on the team in kills. Clark with the serve. Set right into the middle, as that's going to find the hole near with the kill. She's a senior from Apple Creek, Ohio, Waynedale High School. Checking into the match is Bright. With the serve, that's Caitlin DeFore. Kunkler, picked up by Bunner. Flick, set goes over to Kunkler, double block. Good save there by Flick, as that's a tough one into the net. Point for Mount Vernon Naz. We're tied at 9. So Huntington University with a 7-10 conference record, 1 spot behind St. Francis in the Crossroads League standings, but it's not going to matter as the Lady Cougars have a 2-match lead on Huntington in the standings. Mount Vernon Naz with its first lead of the match, 10-9. Once again, that was DeFore with the serve. Set over to Bunner. And nice pancake, but that will fall in for a kill. Rammel got a hand on it, just not a whole lot after that first touch. 11-9 your score. Rammel, that was a free ball, hard first touch, picked up by Bright. 12-9 is your score. Pilak set over to Kunkler with the kill. 12-10, now your score. Kunkler has been great so far in this first set. She now has 3 kills in 5 total attacks. Nikki Marshall with the serve. She started off this match with the serve for the Cougars. Short set. Nice setup there for Bright as she gets the kill, 13-10. Marshall from the back row. Pilak sets it over for Rammel. Cassidy Rammel, once again, the attacker of the week in the Crossroads League. Rammel entering today with 381 kills. And that ranks her number 26 in the NAIA. Flick with the serve. Her squad down by 2. Set goes behind to Bunner. Good job of keeping it in play. That's going to be a point for Mount Vernon Naz. So far, Casey Bunner, the Fort Wayne product, has not left this floor. And she is just a freshman for MVNU. That's going to be a service error for Bunner. Entering today with 30 service aces, 54 service errors. She has a serve percentage of .847. Mount Vernon Naz as a team is at .927, so that's going to keep their coach Paul Swanson. He's in his 34th season. Very happy. Set goes behind. Blocked at the net, but that was Bright. Clark. That was picked up by the libero, number 8, Gingrich. That shot's a little bit too long there by number 9, Alyssa Hart. We have not seen Christine Osborne yet on the floor. 14-13 your score. Cougars down by 1. Pelak with the service ace. We are back to being tied at 14. Maria Pelak entering today with 22 service aces. She's got a serve percentage at .857. Set. Rammel with the kill. That fell right in front of Gingrich. Cassidy Rammel now with 4 kills in 8 attempts. (15-14). Bright picked up by Clark. Pelak's going to set it to Nikki Marshall in the middle of the floor. Nice double block. Seifring and Clark kept alive by the MVNU Cougars, but that's out of bounds. St. Francis takes a 2-point advantage here, 16-14 in set number 1. And we got a TO taken by Paul Swanson. We'll take one up here in the booth. Today's game is brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine provider of the Cougars.
You designed one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Back at the Hutzel Athletic Center, happy Halloween to everybody as we have the Ghostbusters soundtrack playing here in the Hut. The place to be here on this chilly Tuesday night. That was Bunner from the back row. Bright double block. Rammel and Seifring getting it done at the net. 17-14 is your score. Pelak now, the freshman, the reigning Crossroads League setter of the week. Second time this year she's been awarded the honor with the ace. 18-14. Cougar football team wraps up the regular season this Saturday against Taylor University, the Trojans. While the Trojan football team will be here at St. Francis, the volleyball squad will be on the road in Upland, Indiana. Pelak once again. Set goes over, big block. That was number 9, Alyssa Harr. Clark and Seifring owning the net right now. Ann Clark's another player. She and Cassidy Rammel just do not leave the floor for St. Francis, along with Pelak and Flick. Marshall, as the set's going to go short to Ann Clark. As you see, she can rise up. A little bit of confusion there at the net as Seifring and Clark were trying to get into position and bumped into each other. So MVNU will stop the bleeding there, down by 5, 20-15. We'll see how long it lasts with number 14, Caitlin DeFore, with the serve. Rammel. And that's going to fall in for a kill. Ava Kunkler back into the match. She'll check in for Nikki Marshall. Kunkler's rocking the pumpkin Halloween socks. Big serve, Cassidy Rammel. Double block. Hare could not get it over. Lady Cougars just 3 points away from taking set number 1. And we got a timeout going to be taken once again by Paul Swanson. Today's broadcast also brought to you by Fort Financial Credit Union.
Taught me years ago. Do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back to the Hutzel Athletic Center, 22-15. Your Lady Cougars, the USF Lady Cougars in blue. The Indiana Cougars up by 7. The Ohio Cougars, the Cougars in green, down by 7. That was Bunner from the back row. Good dump shot attempt there by Dufour. Set in the middle. Big swing for Harmony. Set over to Kunkler, and that's going to fall in for a kill. Looks like the Lady Cougars have improved drastically since their last meeting back on October the 5th. That was on a Tuesday night in Mount Vernon, Ohio, where the Ohio Cougars won it 3-1. Rammel jump serve. Dump shot picked up by Flick. Pelak behind her to Clark. Big swing. Double block goes OB. Last touched by Harmony. Set point here with Rammel to serve it up. Rammel. Set goes behind. Dump shot picked up by Seafring. Pelak over to Rammel. Back row, that was the libero Gingrich. Big swing, flicks there. Pelak over to Kunkler. Another nice pickup there by Kolinoff. And that'll fall in for a kill. So Maria Kolinoff, she's a freshman outside hitter. She's from Canal Fulton, Ohio. Northwest High School. Gingrich, the libero, with the serve. Rammel, Pelak behind her to Clark. That was picked up by number 11, I do believe, Grace Phillips. Kunkler, and that's a kill to win set number 1, 25-16. Lady Cougars up 1-0. Once again, we'll take a break up here in the booth, and we'll be back with you for set number 2. You're watching Cougar Volleyball. Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. you can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com. Welcome back to the hut, everyone. St. Francis taking set number 1, 25-16 over the Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. Leading St. Francis in kills, it was Ava Kunkler and Cassidy Rammel with 5 apiece. Ann Clark had 2. Kendra Seifring had 1, and Megan D'Agostino had 1 as well. Leading Mount Vernon Naz in kills was Kelsey Bright with 3. Kristen Osborne had 1. Caitlin Dufour had 1. Maria Collinoff had 1. Alyssa Harrer had 1. Allison Neer had 3. And Casey Bunner had 1. Kelsey Bright led Mount Vernon Nazarene with 8 total attacks. Leading St. Francis was Cassidy Rammel with 10. Valerie Flick with 5 digs. Maria Pilak with 4 to lead St. Francis. Gingrich had 6 for Mount Vernon Naz, and Dufour had 3. Lady Cougars with 3 blocks in the first set, 2 for Mount Vernon Naz. So they got the Monster Mash playing on the loudspeakers here as we get set for set number 2. Lady Cougars would like nothing much more than to take this in straight sets and to roll into Upland, Indiana with some real juice. But they have been owning it as of late. So Caitlin Dufour now with the serve for MVNU. Pilak set, Rammel. Nice block at the net. That was Kelsey Bright, the middle hitter, senior at 6 foot from Hartville, Ohio, Lake High School. Mount Vernon Naz is going to take this first point. Marshall, Pilak with the short set, D'Agostino, that's long. 2-0 Ohio Cougars. Dufour is a junior setter at 5'10". She's from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Good swing by Bright. And we got a double hit point for Mount Vernon Naz, now up 3-0. Flick from the back row. Pilak short set, nice dump shot by Megan D'Agostino with the kill, her second kill of the match. It's Flick now to serve it up. Set, Bright got all of that one with the right hand. Good dig by Flick. That's Ann Clark, another kill. Clark will bring the Lady Cougars in blue to within 1. It's Flick with the serve. Set goes behind the number 3, Allison Neer. Rammel, just a bit long. 4-2 now, Ohio Cougars. It's going to be Neer with the serve, number 3. Entering today with just 3 service aces and 8 service errors. Nice find by Kendra Seifring with the kill. You can tell when the players see that seam open up, they get all excited. Can't wait to get that right arm swinging with the spike. Unfortunately, that time it was Kelsey Bright. She's a good player, been playing at the net all match long here for MVNU and their coach, Paul Swanson. Set goes behind. That was Casey Bunner rising up. Clark returns the favor, picked up in the back row by Dufer. Good dig by Kolinoff. Bright sends it over. Pelak, Seifring blocked at the net by Harmony. Double block there, Harmony and Bright a part of that one. Marshall from the middle of the floor. Nice dig by Gingrich. Good placement, but Marshall was there to pick it up. Bunner, and that'll be a kill. Casey Bunner now with 2 kills in 7 total attacks. She has 2 errors. That's Bunner with the serve. Short set for Seifring. And into the net is Kendra Seifring. 6-4 your score. Marshall. Pelak sets it behind for Clark. Ooh, that was off the left hand of number 16, Bright. As Lady Cougars of St. Francis pull within 1, 6-5. Kunkler's going to enter for Nikki Marshall. It'll be Cassidy Rammel with the serve. Gingrich. Set goes behind to Bright. Double block at the net. Seifring and Kunkler point. St. Francis, we are tied at 6. I believe at the Alumni House here on the campus of St. Francis, they have a Halloween party going on. Should be a good time. Pelak, flick, Clark. Good dig. That was number 14, Dufer. Nice kill, Ava Kunkler. No, that was in all the way. She actually hit that by about a volleyball's width. Boy, that was perfect placement by Kunkler. Gingrich. Ooh. It was a weird hit there by Maria Kolinoff. She gets the kill. It went right off the left blocker's left arm. Just rode that net. Set by Pelak. Kunkler off the block. She's got a lot of torque on that swing. She doesn't have to have one of those long, exaggerated hits. Set. Good work by the Lady Cougars of St. Francis. Bunner into the net. 9-7. Cougars on top. It'll be Kendra Seifring with the serve. Seifring enters today with 17 service aces. And that's going to go off the block OB. That'll pull Mount Vernon Nash to within 1. Exciting week as the Cougar women's basketball team, then the men's basketball team will have a doubleheader this Friday. Set goes behind. Double hit. We're tied at 9. Lady Cougars take on Aquinas with a 6 p.m. start as the men will host Cornerstone. Cornerstone was the national runners-up a year ago. D'Agostino with the point. Cougars up 10-9. Cornerstone's one of the premier programs in the NAIA along with St. Francis. St. Francis winning the national championship in 2010. Cornerstone won it in 11. I think Cornerstone's probably got 2 or 3 national championships under their belt. The Golden Eagles. But really excited to cover Coach Chad Lacrosse and his squad, who opened up on the road at Olivet and battled back from a 10-point deficit to get the win. Kunkel, tough to handle for MVNU, but it's sent over by Gingrich. Clark, Pilak, D'Agostino with the kill. That'll put St. Francis back up by 1, 11-10. Nikki Marshall now with the serve. Short set, dump shot by Neer is sent over by Flick. This time the set goes to Bunner with the kill. So we're back to being tied at 11. A year ago at this time, Bunner was in Muncie, Indiana, getting ready for the state championship match. I believe the night before the state championship, they have a little banquet. D'Agostino with the kill. So now it's Valerie Flick with the serve. Her squad up by 1. I believe it was Valerie's grandfather, as that's a block by Seifring. Valerie Flick's, I believe it was her grandfather. His last name's Flick, but older gentleman was being honored for his years of service with the U.S. military. Very, very important as the set goes over to Bright. Rammel. That was dug out by number 10, Kolinoff, but after a double hit, St. Francis takes the 3-point advantage, up 14-11. Flick. Nice play off the block as Neer went for the spike. It went off the block and Flick knocked it back over for a point. So Mount Vernon's going to have to take a TO down 15-11. We'll take a timeout with them.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Back here at the Hut, Valerie Flick with the serve. Her team up 15-11. And that is just OB. Good try there by Flick. Good eye there by the Ohio Cougars. It's Neer with the serve. Clark got it high up in the air. Set goes to Rammel. Good pickup by Kolinoff. Bright picked up by Flick. Set goes behind to Seifring with the kill. It's long. Point MVNU. I have not called out Osborne's name very much. And with the number of kills that she has, you would think she'd be all over the floor. Now, she is listed in the live stats, but folks, I don't think she's playing today. Bump, sent over by Bunner. Rammel blocked at the net, double block. Bright was there. Clark with the kill. And Clark now with 4 kills and 11 attempts. Set goes to Bright. Flick with a beautiful bump there. Placed it nicely for Rammel. Set goes over. That was Bunner with the dump shot. Set goes to Bunner. Right at Rammel. Cassidy Rammel. Not much you can do about that right there. She was levitated up in the air, cocked back, ready to drop the hammer. Rammel now with 7 kills. And they're going to call St. Francis into the net, even though that ball was nowhere near getting over. 18-14. That was Bunner with the serve. Big block. Seafring cocked back, and Harmony was there to send it back. 18-15 your score. Marshall. Set goes behind Clark. Good dig by number 14, Doofer. That was a good pickup by Maria Pilak. As she said, you know what? That was too good an effort there to just watch it fall right in front of her face. That was a great dig there by Pilak. The reigning, at the net, Harmony with the kill. So just like that, MVNU is back in this match, down 18-17. Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com. Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Back here at the Hut, 18-17 is your score. Lady Cougars back in action this Saturday at Taylor University in Upland, Indiana for the quarterfinal round, round number 1 of the Crossroads League tournament. So folks, obviously if you're watching, you could not make it out to tonight's match, but you're definitely going to want to get it to Upland, Indiana for that first round of the Crossroads League. Pretty sure Taylor will have it live streamed because their football team will be here at St. Francis, and we'll have a live stream of that for them. With the kill, that was calling off. We're back to being tied at 18. St. Francis taking set number 1, 25-16. Set, Rammel, as it falls in. Rammel's been outstanding, 8 kills now. That leads all players. Ava Kunkler's got 7 kills. It's Rammel with the serve, 19-18. right. Gingrich sends it over. Oh, off the head of Clark. How great would that have been if Flick would have caught up to that and sent it over? One person who's not too happy about that is Ann Clark. Is once again just a little bit of miscommunication. So with the service error, Cougars go back on top, 20-19. It's Kendra Seifring, the freshman. Double block. That was Clark and D'Agostino at the net. Harmony sends it over. Pelak setting it up for Kunkler. Blocked by Harmony. She's been really good here in this second set. That's number 2, Mary Kate Harmony. Middle hitter. She's just a freshman from Salon, Ohio. She went to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Kunkler with the big hit picked up by Gingrich. Sent over by Bunner. Set behind Clark with the big swing and the kill. 21-20, St. Francis. It'll be Clark with the serve. Clark from Valparaiso, Indiana, Valparaiso High School. Valparaiso High School really known for their kickers on the football team. They got real good kickers coming out of Valpo. Ryan Nix, who just graduated last year, he holds the record for the longest field goal made in the game for St. Francis. I want to say 48 yards. And he knocked that down. Oh, wow. Near with the kill. Nix got that record field goal in the national championship game last year when St. Francis beat Baker out of Kansas. Baker's still ranked number 2. Cougars ranked number 1. Could be a rematch of Baker and St. Francis. Marion University has 3 losses, so they may not even make the playoffs. Personally, I want to see them make the playoffs, and they can play Baker in round number 1. I'm not so sure Baker would win that game, folks. That's going to go off the block. OB as St. Francis ties it back up at 22. So a lot of times it's a numbers game there with the NAI and who's going to make the playoffs, but I'm telling you, with 3 losses, you put Marion in, put them on the opposite side of St. Francis. Let's see what happens. We always say the MSFA is the best conference in the league, as that's going to go off block OB, point to Mount Vernon Naz. Just 2 years ago, Taylor had 3 losses, and they did not put the Taylor University Trojans in the playoffs. Their 3 losses were St. Francis, Marion, and Butler. So now it's going to be set point for MVNU, up 24-22. Let's see if the Lady Cougars can rally here and pull off 4 straight points. Clark. Set to D'Agostino with the kill. So they did not put Taylor in that year, and Taylor had they had a really good safety out of Leo, Indiana, and their wide receivers were just outstanding that year. But you want the best teams in the playoffs. Marion is definitely a top 16 team as MVNU takes set number 2, 25-23. We'll take a break here as we head to set number 3. We're tied up, 1 set apiece.
Taught me years ago. Do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution. one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com. We are tied up 1 set apiece here after Mount Vernon Nass took set number 2, 25-23. Number 9, Maddie Omo, now on the floor for St. Francis. She's a middle hitter, freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Dwenger High School. Set over to Bright. Nice dig by Ann Clark. Rammel into the back row. Short set. Neer was there with the dump shot. Flick over to Rammel. That was picked up by Kolinoff. Bunner got it through the block. Hit by Rammels, dug by Gingrich. Double block attempt. That'll be a point for MVNU. Back into the match is Harmony, number 2. Near. That got into the body of Clark. Sent over by Flick. Short set, Harmony with the kill. Ohio Cougars up 2-0. Near in the back row, that was number 11, Sarah Hozinski. That's going to be a service ace for number 3. Puts her team up 3-0. Entering today's match, Near with just 3 service aces. Maddie Omo. Wound up there with the big spike because that's going to fall in for a kill. Number 16, Kelsey Bright. Good start to set number 3 here for MVNU with Near a service error. 4 straight points by MVNU to start the third. It'll be Valerie Flick with the serve. Flick Off the shot clock. Oh, it just fell down as everything's in play here. The rafters are a little bit low, as you can see them on the top of your screen there. That one went through the rafters and off the shot clock. Seafring, that hit the line. They'll call it out. 6-1, MVNU on top. It's Casey Bunner now with the serve. Marshall, Pilak set over to Rammel. Nice block by Bright. 7-1 MVNU. Kelsey Bright has 6 kills. And that is the 5th block of the match for MVNU. Cougars have 5. Seafring. Just a bit long. Coach Scott Haddock's going to call a timeout here. And we'll stick right here at the hut. Looking at the national rankings, Lindsey Wilson out of Kentucky ranks number 1 in the country. They're 24-0 in the season. Viterbo out of Wisconsin, they get 6 first-place votes. They're 29-1. Lindsey Wilson has 11 first-place votes. Hastings out of Nebraska ranks number 3. They're 22-1 with 0 first-place votes. Some of the local teams represented, and by local I mean Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Michigan. You got Madonna at number 16. Georgetown out of Kentucky's at 17. I guess that's not that close. Cornerstone out of Michigan's ranked number 18. That's about it. Montana, Madonna's always had a good program there out of Michigan. I know we used to play in their tournament to start off the season. That was back when Fabiana Shields was the coach. Bobby was here at St. Francis for 3 years before Coach Haddix took over. Coach Haddix is now in his 4th season with the Lady Cougars, and he's enjoying his best season so far with St. Francis, in my opinion. Rammel, nice kill. Cougar football team with practice tomorrow. That'll start about 5:45 in the morning. So that's always fun. Kill. Lady Cougars now only down by 5. Cassidy Rammel currently with 8 kills. Kendra Seafring with 3. Ann Clark with 6. Megan D'Agostino with 6, and Ava Kunkler with 8. Rammel picks up another. Oops. St. Francis up 8-4. Down 8-4. But soon to be back up. We will find out as Gingrich sends it over. Pilak, short set. Seafring. 8-5 now the score. That was Maria Pilak. That'll be a service error. Checking in for MVNU's number 11, Grace Phillips, defensive specialist, a freshman. A lot of freshmen on this roster for MVNU. They also have 4 seniors. It's actually a pretty balanced roster when you look at the different classes. 10-5. Six freshmen, only 1 sophomore, 3 juniors. Seafring with the kill. St. Francis pulls to within 4. It's going to be Cassidy Rammel with the serve. Big hit. That was calling off, sent over by Flick. Bump. It's a bump set over to Ann Clark with the kill. Valerie Flick has precision passing here. That bump was amazing. That's the second bump she's had that looks just like a set. Rammel. That was Bunner. Bump back to Gingrich. Pilak short set, Seafring. Set goes to Harmony. Now it's Kunklер. Big hit, nice pickup by, beautiful dig by Flick. That's one for the highlight reel. Set in the back row to Rammel. Short jump on the spike. Ooh, winding up there was Kolinoff. We got a big rally going. Rammel, Pilak sends it over. Kolinoff. Man, Kolinoff hits that ball hard. No two ways about it. Point to the Ohio Cougars, up 11-7. Mount Vernon as the season ended right now, they'd be the last team, the number 8 seed in the Crossroads League tourney. That was Bunner sending it over. Ooh, is that set? Not sure if that was intended for Seafring. Seafring let it go like it was going to Kunklер, but it fell right in between Seafring and Kunkler. Pilak not too happy about it. Out of bounds. MVNU now up by 6, 13-7. Kunkler off the block with the kill. That was a double block there. Looked like it was off near. Dufer also in the area. Seafring, service error. Mattiomo back in. That was Dufer with the serve. Set behind Clark. Near with the block. Bunner also in the area. Set goes over to Bunner as that set took her into the net a little bit. Now it's Clark. That was kept alive by number 11, Grace Phillips. Good pickup by Rammel in the back row. Kunkler with the kill. So 14-9. There's Clark with the serve. Short set. Near with the kill. Looking at number 3, Allison Neer. That's her 6th kill in 16 total attacks. She's got 2 digs as well. Of course, Gingrich leads them with 16 gigs. Flick has 17. Maria Pilak has 14. Pilak is a star, but Kunkler gets the kill there. Be interesting to see if Pilak as a freshman makes first team all Crossroads League. Not easy to do as a freshman. Marshall into the net. I'm gonna say no, just because I know how the voting works, and you're always gonna err to the seniors, the kids who've been in the program for a while, put in the work, as Maddie Omo drove that ball straight down. So Bright gets the kill. Maddie Omo, once again, freshman, listed at 6'1". Something about her kills, so they just go straight down. That time, off the double block. Point for Mount Vernon Naz. Near with the serve. Set over to Rammel. Good pickup by Dufer. Flick over to Rammel. Near from the back row. Set goes behind Bright. That was picked up by Ozinski. Omo wins the joust. 18-11. Good hit by Pelak off that free ball. Picked up by Gingrich. Bright sends it over. Pelak, whoa. The quick hitter to Seafring. As Lady Cougars of St. Francis pull to within 6 now, down 18-12. Decent crowd here at the Hut. What you see on your screen, we got twice as many on our side. It's going to be Casey Bunner now with the serve. As that's a service error. MVNU, a very good serving team as they come in with a .927 serve percentage. Pelak over to Clark. As that'll fall in for a kill. Lady Cougs now down by 5. Set goes to Bright. Wow, she found the hole. As Valerie Flick was probably the closest player to that spot on the floor, and she's about 12 feet away. Maybe Marshall was. Maybe Marshall was only 10 feet away. Set over to Rammel. Grace Phillips knocks it over. Flick bumps it to the back row. Oh, Dufer off the block. Oh, excuse me, that was Maria Kolinoff. And she can swing it. MVNU up 21-14. We got a timeout, and we'll take one as well. You're watching Cougar Volleyball here at the University of St. Francis. Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com. Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. 21-14 is your score. Get that scoreboard corrected for you. There you go. And with the serve for MVNU is Grace Phillips, the freshman DS. Entering today, Grace with 0 service aces. As the set goes to Bunner in the middle of the floor. Boy, she had everybody fooled on that shot. It was like a dink shot from the middle of the floor. Seafring with the kill. Yeah, Rammel also a part of that. Let's give them both a kill. Set to Bunner. Seafring at the net. Beautiful job there by Ava Kunkler keeping that ball alive. And that's going to be far. attacking air. 21-16 now your score. There's a dink shot there by Dufer. Dufer sets it up now over to Kolinoff. Bump set, Clark. Kolinoff. Pilak picks it up. Flick back over to Clark. Dump shot. Bunner picks it up cleanly. That'll be a kill. Lady Cougars now only down by 4. Need a rally here to take the lead. 2-1 in this match. Cassidy Ramel, jump serve, into the net. MVNU 3 points away from taking set number 2. Once again, USF took set number 1, 25-16. MVNU 25-23, now up 22-17. Kunkler. That was blocked by Dufer, the setter. Short set went to Neer. She opted for the dump shot. Gingrich from the back row. Neer, whoa. Neer said that hit the floor. She doesn't care now because she got a point, but what a shot by Neer. It's like she was going away from the ball, torqued her body, got a little bit. That was just a good looking shot. 23-17. Into the body of Kunkler. That'll be another kill for Maria Kolinoff. In this match, Kolinoff now has 6 kills, 1 behind Kelsey Bright and Allison Neer. No, Allison has 6, so she's tied with her. Kolinoff, they've been setting her early and often in this set. Neer, Ramel from the back row. Pilak behind to Clark. That was a great dig by Phillips. Pilak to Seafring. Nice block by Neer. And a great dig by Flick. Point for St. Francis. Valerie Flick getting her done. She is a good player, folks. Seafring with the serve. Maddie Omo on the floor. That's going to fall right in front of Seafring. MVNU takes set number 3, 25-18, and lead it 2-1.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome back, everyone. Mount Vernon Naz up 2-1 after St. Francis took set number 1. Mount Vernon went on a run there in set number 3. They were up by as many as 9 points at one point. St. Francis really fought back, but ended up losing it by 7, 25-18. That's due for the setter with the serve. As the set goes over to Cassidy Rammel. On the outside, big swing by Bright, but it's long. Point for the Cougars. Here in the state of Indiana, we have sectional championships coming up on the football field. 3 in the area. That's going to fall just a bit short. We're tied at 1. Harmony back on the floor for Mount Vernon Naz. That was near with the serve. Ooh, nice quick shot that was picked up by Bunner. Set over to Rammel. Set over to Bunner. Double block by Omo and Pilak. Matty Omo with the kill. Timed her jump perfectly there as the Cougars go up 2-1. With the serve now, it's number 12. Maria Pilak off the top of the net. In for the kill. Lady Cougars now up 3-1 with the momentum. Nice blocked. Omo at the net. Marshall. Set goes over to Bunner. Picked up by Pilak. And we got point for Mount Vernon Naz. USF into the net. That's a kill for Bunner. Get that serve in. Rammel off the block, picked up by Gingrich. Clark, double block. Harmony was there for Mount Vernon Naz. We're tied at 3. Bunner with the serve. Pilak sets it over for Rammel. Double block at the net. That time it was Bright along with Harmony. MVNU takes the lead here in set number 4 now, 4-3. Pilak, short set over to Omo. That'll be sent over by Bright. Harmony gets it through the double block for another kill. 2-point advantage now for MVNU. Harmony now has 5 kills and 16 attacks. That's a point for St. Francis. Maddie Omo with another kill. Maddie Omo now with 2 kills. And 6 attacks and 1 error. That'll be a service ace. Lady Cougars tie it back up at 5. Omo's played in 31 games so far this season. Leading St. Francis is Pilak, Flick, and Rammel playing 117 games. MVNU takes back the lead up 6-5. Omo, that was picked up by Phillips. Sent over by Bunner. Clark, big swing off the block for the kill. We're back to being tied at 6. D'Agostino's going to come in for Omo. D'Agostino with 6 kills and 12 attempts. 333 attacking percentage. Blocked D'Agostino at the net. D'Agostino, just a sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, Cardinal Ritter High School. Set. That was calling off. Huge block by D'Agostino and Clark. Into the net. Attacking error gives St. Francis now the 8-6 lead. It's Valerie Flick with the serve. Nice joust, won by D'Agostino. Cougars on a roll. 9-6 is your score. Got a timeout here. We'll be back with you in 1 minute. Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, summitcitysports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and summitcitysports.com. Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. 9-6, St. Francis on top in set number 4, currently down 2-1. It's Valerie Flick with the serve. Valerie's had, once again, an outstanding match with 22 digs. Ashley Gingrich leads all players with 27 digs. Point to MVNU off the block. Gingrich now with the serve. Flick, Pilak, Kunkler blocked at the net. Huge block by Duffer. MVNU pulls to within 1 now, down 9-8. Set behind Clark with the kill. And Clark now with 10 kills in 29 total attacks. I'll tie her with Cassidy Rammel, who's got 10 kills. Ava Kunkler with 12. Set behind. That'll be punched over by Kolinoff. Kunkler, that's picked up by Bunner. Pilak, short set. D'Agostino. Phillips has got it. Kolinoff, that's long. Point, St. Francis.
Point, St. Francis.
Clark. Short set. Near with the kill. Ohio Cougars pull within 2. Folks, don't forget, doubleheader action this Friday. We will be live with the women's basketball team taking on Aquinas. Then right after that, we'll have the men taking on Cornerstone. Great night of action as D'Agostino gets the kill and puts her team up by 3. Nikki Marshall back in to serve. Just a bit long. That was Duffer with the serve for MVNU. As that spike's going to go just a bit long. (12-11), MVNU down by 1. Set goes behind to Bright with the kill. We're tied at 12. Set goes over to Cassidy Rammel off the block of Bright. Set goes over to Bright, picked up by Marshall. Rammel. Bunner. D'Agostino found the hole. Point, St. Francis. USF takes the lead back, 13-12. Maddie Omo now in for Valerie Flick. D'Agostino's got the serve. Through the double block was Bright. We're tied at 13. Omo with the kill. Omo, that's her 3rd kill of the match. Pilak, that's going to be long. Service airs for St. Francis here, back to back. Pilak to Omo, good block. Harmony was one-on-one with Omo. Harmony, she's one of the players of the match so far, I think, for MVNU. She's played very well. So MVNU now up 16-14 as Coach Scott Haddix is going to take a timeout. Parkview Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine provider for your Cougars.
You design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. and the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
Back at the hut, MVNU fell down early here in set number 4, but have bounced back and regained the lead, up 16-14, and it's going to be Casey Bunner with the serve. Hard first touch, Omo, and a point for MVNU. Marshall from the back row. Punched over. That was Ann Clark. Clark. Gingrich with the dig. Oh boy. Harmony, and Gingrich sends it over. Set over to Rammel with the kill. Good to see Cassidy Rammel back in the mix. That's her 11th kill of the match. One behind Ava Kunkler for a team high. Kelsey Bright leads MVNU with 11 kills. Double hit going to be called on the setter, Caitlin Dufer. Only a junior. She is a good setter. Rammel with the serve. That's a service ace for Cassidy Rammel. We're tied at 17s. Set behind. Kill for Bright. Omo over to Clark. That's long. 2-point advantage now for MVNU. They did take the first match 3-1 at their place on October the 5th. Lady Cougars were up 1-0. Now down 2-1. Kunkler. That's a kill. Ava Kunkler now game high, 13 kills. It's Valerie Flick with the serve. And that'll be a point for St. Francis. That was just outside. Maria Kolinoff with the spike. We're tied at 19. Bump goes to Harmony. Point for MVNU. (20-19). Set to D'Agostino. That was a dig by Bunner. Kolinoff picked up by Rammel. Pelak, Clark. Partially blocked at the net. Kolinoff, nice dig by Flick. Set goes to Kunkler. Gingrich did not catch up to that one. We're tied at 20. Folks, this has been back and forth scoring here in set number 4. Anybody's set. Clark, that'll fall in for an Whoa. That looked like an ace. Even though that ref is standing right there, she definitely had the best view of anybody. I got a pretty good view too, though. Kunkler. Set near, dump shot, Pelak over to Flick. Kunkler, double block, falls in for the kill.
Ava Kunkler is on fire. You hate to see her leave the floor, but Nikki Marshall's going to come in to serve. Kunkler now with 15 kills. Boy, that racked up quickly. Marshall. Ooh, nice pickup by Hazinski. Set over to Bunner. Oh, that is wide left. Wasn't sure if that went off a block or not. Lady Cougars now up 22-21. Bunner, Rammel, Pilak over to Marshall. That's going to be long. We're tied at 22. It's Duffer now with the serve. Rammel, ooh, picked up by Gingrich. Joust, nice dig by Gingrich from the back row. As that's a point for MVNU. I don't know, player of the game might be Gingrich for MVNU. Down 23-22. Fort Financial Credit Union, the official credit union for the University of St. Francis.
Taught me years ago. Do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
23-22, MVNU, and with the serve, it's Caitlin Duffer. Marshall, Rammel. Not much you can do with that right there. Cassidy Rammel got all of that spike. We're tied at 23. It's D'Agostino now with the serve. Set, Rammel. Off the block with the kill. Bright was late to get to her position. Lady Cougars now with set point up 24-23. It'll be Megan D'Agostino with the serve. Short set, dump shot picked up by Pilak. Marshall over to Rammel. Set goes to Neer. Nice pancake there by Hazinski. Set behind Bright. That's a kill. We're tied at 24. Valerie Flick's going to check in for D'Agostino. Maddie Omo with the kill. Omo now with 4 kills in 10 attempts. Set point for Maria Piloff, St. Francis. Gingrich. And dink shot kept alive, sent over by Marshall. Bright, picked up by Pilak. Flick over to Rammel. Set goes to Bunner. Boy, she found the opening with the kill. We're back to being tied at 25. And it's going to be Casey Bunner, the freshman, with the serve. Clark. set. That's a kill for Caitlin Dufer, the setter. Now MVNU's 1 point away from taking the match. That'll be a service error. Now we're tied at 26. Kunkler's in for Marshall. Cassidy Rammel with the serve. Picked up by Bunner. Set goes over to Collinoff. Nice block by Omo and Clark. Another double block. Omo with the kill. Ava Kunkler also jumping with Omo on the double block. Set point for St. Francis up 27-26. Rammel with the serve. Wright with the kill. We're tied at 27. Wright was able to get it through the double block. That's Phillips with the serve. Pelak set, goes over to Kunkler. Nice dig by Flick. MVNU up now 28-27. Grace Phillips, the freshman, trying to win this match for MVNU. Omo with the kill. Beautiful set. Maddie Omo called that one, and she owned it. Her 5th kill of the match. Flick. The set goes to, that was Harmony. Flick sends it over. Collinoff, double block. Clark and D'Agostino with the block. Dump shot. So now MVNU's back up 29-28. This will be match point. Kunkler with the kill. Ava Kunkler now with 16 kills to lead all players. Bright has 14, Rammel has 13. Tied at 29. Clark with the serve. Near. That was a joust with her and D'Agostino. Near. That's going to go long. Cougars now set point up 30-29. Oh, that's going to fall in for a service ace as the Lady Cougars take set number 4, 31-29. We're heading to a 5th and final set here. First team to 15, winning by 2, will take it. Outstanding set there by your Lady Cougars.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com.
Back here at the hut, we are tied up at 2 sets apiece. What a fourth set we had there as the Lady Cougars of St. Francis won it 31-29. Outstanding work. Like I told you folks, 6 teams in the Crossroads League really are virtually even when you look at Grace College, Taylor University, St. Francis, Huntington, Bethel, and Mount Vernon Naz. Of course, St. Francis did beat Bethel 3-0 this past Saturday, beat Goshen College 3-1 this past Wednesday. Goshen in 9th place, Spring Arbor in 10th place. Spring Arbor 10-21 overall, 4-14. Goshen's 4-13. And it's going to be Nikki Marshall with the serve as we start set numero 5. Sky ball. That'll fall in for a point. Give the kill to Maria Pilak. Marshall. Short set. That's Bright with the kill. And right away, the 5th set starts off like the 4th set ended, just back and forth, scoring. It's Near with the serve. Rammel blocked at the net. That was Bright. Marshall, as the set goes behind it, D'Agostino with the kill. Coming in to serve for the first time today is Katerina DiBiasio. Bunner picked up by Marshall. Set goes behind to Bright with the kill. D'Agostino going to check in for DiBiasio. St. Francis decked out in the Nike uniforms. MVNU, they wear Adidas. Looks like that was just left to the antenna. Point for MVNU. It's the freshman Bunner with the serve. Omo, just a bit long. She missed it by about a foot.
We got a timeout going to be called by Coach Scott Haddix.
You design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
3-2. Well, that's not right. Score should say 5-2. There we go. And there we go. 5-2 your score with Casey Bunner with the serve. Marshall, Pelak, Rammel. A little bit behind for Rammel, but she was able to knock it over. Good dig by Flick. Rammel picked up by Bunner. Big hit for Kolinoff. Rammel finds the opening. She yells out a big wow. She wasn't expecting that to be a dominant kill, but it ended up being just that. Pelak. Dump shot. Nice dig by Pelak. That's a point for Bright and the Ohio Cougars. Back to serve it will be Grace Phillips. MVNU up 6-3. Pelak over to Rammel. And that'll fall in for the kill. Perfect placement for number 2, Cassidy Rammel. Pulls her team within 2. Rammel now with 15 kills in this match. 1 behind Bright and Kunklin. It's Rammel with the serve. Just a bit long. So it's going to be Gingrich now with the serve. Ashley Gingrich, the senior libero. She's from Plain City, Ohio. Shakinawa Christian. Gingrich, she flies all over the floor. She has been a very good player for MVNU. Four-point advantage for the Ohio Cougars. Pelak right to Omo. Not much you can do with that one. Phillips was on it, just hit too hard. And Omo hits that ball just straight into the floor. Well, you do not have a whole lot of time to react to that shot. Pelak, Kunkler. Into the net, St. Francis down 9-5. It'll be Maria Kolinoff with the serve. Clark. Phillips a little hard on that first touch, joust. D'Agostino sends it over for St. Francis. Set goes to Kolinoff, and that is going to fall in for a kill. I'll tell you, there's definitely been some questionable balls hit on that end line. Kolinoff with the serve. Into the net. Flick sends it over. Set goes over to Bunner. Double block. Ann Clark, D'Agostino. Now it's going to be Ann Clark with the serve. Short set, near. Kunkler with the kill. Gingrich could not catch up to that one as Kunkler pulls St. Francis to within 3. Ava now with 17 kills, ties her with Kelsey Bright for the lead. Near sent right back at her, Kunkler and D'Agostino. Lady Cougars pull within 2. Mount Vernon Naz going to take a timeout here.
Taught me years ago. Do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
It's going to be Ann Clark with the serve here. Her squad down 10-8. And what a great match this has been. Mount Vernon Naz entering today's match in 8th place in the Crossroads League. St. Francis in 5th place. Pelak over to Kunkler. Gingrich. Kunkler just hit it too hard. 10-9 is your serve. Bunner. Good block at the net. D'Agostino. They're going to call Lady Cougars into the net. 11-9 your score. D'Agostino. That was dug by number 10, Kolinoff. Pelak with the kill. Big hit by Bright. Kept alive by Flick, as Neer was right there to send it right back at Pelak. 12-10 MVNU. It's going to be Neer with the serve. Oh, that'll fall in. Rammel with the kill. Rammel now with 16 kills and 60 total attacks. DiBiasio with the serve. Mount Vernon Naz up by 1. And Harmony into the net. We're tied at 12. 3 more points for the Cougars. On a roll now, 13-12. Lady Cougars about to finish this match here as we got a timeout going to be taken by Coach Paul Swanson. MVNU, this is their final match of the regular season. other games going on today. It's Huntington at Bethel. Grace is at Goshen. It's going to be interesting to see how everything. I mean, you would think Grace is going to get the win at Goshen, but it's not a given. Grace with an 11-6 conference record. Lady Lancers traveled to St. Francis on October the 7th and lost 3-1. They did beat the Lady Cougars 3-1 at their place. No, I take that back. We beat Grace at their place 3-1. So we swept Grace this year. 13-12. St. Francis up by 1. The gap has definitely narrowed, that's for sure, when you look at the strength of the Crossroads League. You got 6 teams kind of vying for the middle of the rung, 2 teams up top, but Wesleyan and Marion are both very beatable. Dink shot kept alive by Pelak. Flick, Rammel sends it over. Except goes behind to Bright, over to Bunner. Bunner, big hit off the block, falls in for a kill, tied at 13. Will this match ever end? The scoring has been back and forth. Omo not going to stop that. St. Francis just 1 point away from taking the match. We'll see if we have another marathon set like we did in set number 4. Cougars winning at 31-29. Pelak serve. Match point for St. Francis. That was Bright. Marshall behind to Rammel. Gingrich. Calling off. Dump shot. Nice dig by Maria Pelak. Bright blocked. And that's going to go OB. Lady Cougars as Rammel goes over to the net judge. I don't know if that hit her arm outside of the antenna. They're still going to call it a block out of bounds. I'm not 100% sure what the argument is. I mean, Rammel definitely got an arm on it. It definitely went over the side, other side of the net. Definitely went out of bounds. Omo. Maddie almost got the high hand right now. Feed it to 9, but it goes to Rammel. Gingrich. Sent over by Phillips. Pelak. Oh, that's a free ball. Clark with the kill. So St. Francis now match point up 15-14. Number 15, Ava Kunkler, checks in. Rammel lets a service error. We're tied at 15. That's Gingrich with the serve. Pelak, Kunkler, that's a kill. There's just no doubt about it. When you're setting Ava Kunkler and she doesn't have blockers in front of her, you know it's a point. Flick. Set goes to Near. Off the block, picked up by Pelak. Kunkler sends it over. Gingrich. Good control there by Gingrich. Nice double block. Clark and D'Agostino. Clark, D'Agostino. And that's a point for MVNU. We are tied at 16. I told you it's going to be just like that set number 4. We'll see how long it lasts. Kolinoff with the serve. The set goes to Kunkler. Picked up by Kolinoff. Bunner. Flick sends it over. Near. Oh, nice pancake by Flick. Kunkler, it's a point. Ava Kunkler now with 20 kills in this match as St. Francis is up 17-16, match point. Clark's serve gets right over the net. Bunner, placement was dug out by Flick. Kolinoff picked up by Clark. Bump, and Kunkler gets the kill. Lady Cougars win it 18-16 and take this match 3-2. What a way to end the regular season. Folks, thanks so much for joining us once again. St. Francis back in action this Saturday at Taylor University, where the Lady Cougars will take on the Lady Trojans in the first round, the quarterfinal round of the Crossroads League tournament. My name is Jeff Mahoney. You have a wonderful rest of the week.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, summitcitysports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and summitcitysports.com.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient,